to go.
The Front Porch Show.
Hello, hello, good to go on with the Front Porch Show. It's dynamo.
The Front Porch Show.
With the Front Porch Show. We'll share a laugh or two. Big smiles for me.
The Front Porch Show.
Hello, hello, good to go on with the Front Porch Show. John Van Galen.
Live from Keswick Park in beautiful St. Mary's, by the seat of our pants productions is again proud to present the Front Porch Show, starring John Stevens.
Yeah.
This is Don Van Galen and the piano man Frank St. Germain, inviting you to join John and his guest, Mr. Super Splash himself, Patrick Jackson. Art of ID's gallery owner, Elena Dimitro. Kingsman, Chris Swarthout. And our special musical guest, Kelly McGuire Baker.
Yeah.
And great prizes and more surprises tonight on the Front Porch Show.
All right. We're share a laugh or two. Big smiles for me and you, real loud now. Hello, hello.
The Front Porch Show.
We're good to go.
The Front Porch Show.
Hello, hello. We're good to go on with the Front Porch Show.
And here he is, John Stevens.
Who's that, Johnny?
As you know, always on the Front Porch Show we have a dog. This one wants to leave, but that's okay. And this one is called Misha. Can we get a shot of Misha? Close up of Misha down here. There we go.
Oh, he's a real mug for the camera.
Okay, there we go, Misha.
Oh, yeah.
So, Don, how do you like my shirt?
Oh, I think it's very vertical.
What do you think, Frank?
It's very vertical, but very versatile, just like you, John.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, well, that's good. Well, welcome everybody to the Front Porch Show. Next time, bring your friends. We love doing this. We do it every Sunday night at 7
o'clock. And you know what? I know some people probably stayed home because they thought it might rain.
Yeah.
But it never rains on the Front Porch Show. 50 plus shows, no rain. So just ignore the weatherman and always come out.
Yeah, it's freaky. Somebody says I have a relationship with somebody up there. I don't know. But anyways, it works
You got a
well.
relationship with me.
Okay.
Oh.
Not quite as good. But.
Not quite as good. Okay, well, we're off to our first guest here. And, gotta get the microphone out. There we go. And it's wound around. Trom.
You ain't gonna do it, Johnny.
Oh, no, I can't. It's stuck on there. There we go. Okay.
Don't you love live television?
I'd like live television. If you've been down to the St. Mary's Quarry lately, you'll notice there's a recent addition. It's called Super Splash. And here to talk about it is the owner, Patrick Jackson.
Hold on, John. You can't do a segment called Super Splash in a vertical shirt. You have to wear a life jacket.
Okay.
You've got a track record, John. We all know you have accidents, right? So we're going to make sure that you have proper attire, which is absolutely required for Super Splash. I don't think it's going to close. Can you get the buckle here? Can we get the buckle here? Is that going to be?
It closed.
Is that okay?
It closed, everybody.
The zipper is
I need
way
some more
apart.
microphone cord here. I'm running out. Can't get over to him.
No, you need split splash. I was taking a bath all along a Saturday night. A rubber tuck, drowning in the tuck.
I need a helmet, I think, too. So, welcome, Patrick. Tell us about Super Splash.
Well, Super Splash opened on June 25th. We had quite the install process. As you guys all probably know, the quarry is a very normally when you install something like this, you would typically do this at a beach, someplace sandy. However, because of the quarry and the way it's set up, we had to bring it in conservation just south of Hamilton.
So why did you choose St. Mary's?
St. Mary's has a lot of great features. It's a growing community. There's lots of construction going on. I see lots of new homes. On top of it, it's really central to southwestern Ontario geographically. And we wanted to move somewheres within southern Ontario, but at the same time, find a good central location to draw in people from different places, okay? We've had visitors so far from Kitchener, London, Guelph, Sarnia, and we've actually had visitors come twice, okay, all the way from Windsor. So it's really incredible, and it's really putting St. Mary's on the map.
Okay, so the response so far has been pretty good.
It's been very positive, yeah.
A lot of people had questions regarding the safety. Yeah, maybe me. What precautions have you taken to answer them?
Okay, so obviously we get everybody to wear a life jacket, just like yourself. Being safe, that's good. On top of that, we have lifeguards that have been trained. They're all certified to keep things safe out there as well. And in addition to that, we have like all kinds of supervision as well. And lots of parents like to go out as well. And if kids are a little bit younger, 6 and above, normally parents will typically go out with their 6 or 7-year-old as well.
So let's just get this clear. The whole operation is yours, right? Correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
The lifeguards are yours.
No.
Okay. Lifeguards are the towns.
They belong to the town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. So what is this I'm sitting on?
This is what's called a V-Connect. This is created by Wibbit, and it's one of the smaller pieces that Wibbit has created, and basically it's kind of like a hurdle where you have to jump across it.
Yeah. And so what is the cost for us to go to Super Splash?
So to get into the quarry, first of all, it's $4.50 per child and $7 per adult. And if you want to come to the Super Splash, a 2-hour pass is $25. However, starting at 5 p.m. every day, we have evening passes for $20.
Okay. And can somebody buy a season's pass? Is that in the works yet?
Kind of in the works, but we really haven't had much interest in that yet.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned before the show that about some free passes and after the show and to look for announcement in the Independent.
I'm going swimming right now, John.
Yes.
We're going swimming right now.
$25. What do I get?
Once around
So
pad.
after the show, come up to me. I'll be handing out 25 free passes, 25 free 2-hour passes to come to Super Splash.
Somebody give Don mouth to mouth quickly.
Yeah, hurry.
Oh, that was beautiful. A little more.
In addition to that, everybody has been kind of interested in St. Mary's Independent, and most likely in the month of August, there will be some kind of an announcement in there. So pay attention to that.
I think everybody pays attention to the St. Mary's Independent. It's just a great newspaper we have, right? Yeah. A lot of support for it, for advertisers. Really captures the heartbeat of the town. Okay, so let's talk about the future. You know, this is the first year, but do you have future plans?
Well, when it comes to the configuration of the park, it can change. It can change dramatically as well. So the creators of these floating playgrounds, Wibbit, they actually come up with various different types of products, pieces that are completely interchangeable with the existing park. So it's very likely that in future years you could see new additions, new pieces, new configurations to it, and it's going to be an all-around great benefit to the community.
So it's going to go grow and grow and grow and grow.
Very, very likely, yeah.
Patrick, we wish you all the success, and thank you for adding Super Splash to the attractions in St. Mary's. We now go over to Don Van Galen. Where is he? Okay, for community calendar.
Yeah, we really do have a great community newspaper, and this is the news presented by the St. Mary's Independent. Do you want to help to keep St. Mary's community this Giving Tuesday by your creative juices flowing. On July 21st and 23rd, you can pick up a chair from the flower shop and more to decorate. All chairs will be auctioned off on November 29th, with 100% of the proceeds going to the St. Mary's Community Dinners. Summerfest is coming this weekend, and tickets are available for the special concert for Cities Law Saturday, July 23rd from 1 till 3:30. Tickets can be purchased exclusively online at www.stmaryskinsman.com for $20 and are redeemable for a fire extinguisher for your car on a later date to be announced. The Friends of St. Mary's Library presents Movies in the Park on certain Friday nights, all summer long, starting at dusk, right here, Cadzo Park. Movies are free to attend, they're PG-13, and free popcorn's provided. I mean, where was this when I was taking out my wife on a date? I mean, I needed this.
Are you that cheap, Don?
I am that cheap. That's because my pay here has not gone up in 5 years, John.
No, not just that, because we were at the movies a few days ago and a small popcorn, $7.
So you're getting one deal here, free movie and free popcorn. Bring a chair or a blanket. I guess it all depends who you're going with. The next showing is July 29th of Encanto. Sounds very interesting. Donations accepted and appreciated. And the St. Mary's Community Players is looking for 2 actors for their fall show of Ghost Island Light. I guess that's you, John, right? You're an actor, right?
I'm the king of the cameo.
King of the cameo? Well, just about make that though. 35?
What, the female?
Do I hear 40? 55? 17? 56? No. If you are interested in auditioning for this show or know someone who is, please contact the producer Leanne Gregory Starrett, our good friend Leanne, at leanne.gregory@rogers.com. The show dates are October 13th to 23rd, and you will have a blast with the community players. And that is Community Calendar.
Fantastic. Okay, Frank. Just a wee bit of music, Frank, because we got a wonderful guest here. Okay, thanks, Frank. Her husband, Eugen Florin Zamfirescu, right, good. See, I have to read this because, wow, if you can say that 5 times fast, you're really good. Is a self-taught painter with a background in photography, philosophy, and film, among other things. Literally a man of all seasons, right?
He is, for sure.
Okay. She is a human rights activist currently working for Amnesty International. Whoops, and we have a train coming by. Up first on the Front Porch Show. Okay, how do you swallow that? Together they have bought a special house in St. Mary's and have created the Art of Ideas Gallery. Please welcome Elena Dumitriu.
Thank you very much, John, and hello, St. Mary's.
Okay, so what was the genesis of this idea?
Okay, this is a dream that started about 25 years ago, and it started when we arrived in Canada, and my partner Eugene Florin decided that he's going to devote fully his life to painting, to oil painting. And unfortunately for me, he decided that his paintings are going to be huge. And we were living in a very small apartment in Toronto. And it's very prolific, so it's more paintings, bigger paintings. I kept telling him, you know, there are people who paint on rice grain. And he said, I don't decide the size, it's the concept, the idea that decides the size. So anyway, at some point he told me I decided not to sell my paintings, which is very unusual for any artist today or any other time. And I said, well, we need to eat. How are we going to do that? And he said, well, I understand that we have to eat, but the reality is my paintings tell a story. They tell a story together. And how would you feel if I will give you a book and I will take out chapter 2 and chapter 5 and the end? You are going to hate me. It's the same with my paintings. They tell a story together, and if you take one away or two away, that story is not there anymore. So our issue was, on one hand, he didn't want to sell his paintings. The paintings are huge. We are living in an apartment. What do we do? And that's how we came to the fact that we need to have our own space, our own gallery or museum, to host all those paintings and to give an opportunity to others to see them. So,
Okay.
in a nutshell.
Pardon me, but I look ridiculous in this life jacket now. So I'm just going to get rid of it because it's getting me really quite warm. Oh,
Any help?
yes, I do. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Okay. What were the steps along the way that brought you to St. Mary? You say you were in a small apartment. How did you get here?
Okay, that's a cool story actually. So first of all, maybe for people who are wondering about my accent, we are both from Eastern Europe, from Romania. So we come from there. We had a stop of about 6 years in London, the UK. That's where our love for beautiful old buildings came from. And then in 1996, we immigrated to Canada. So in terms of how we got from where we came to here, that's about in a nutshell. And in Canada, we didn't know anybody in any cities. Our French was gone, kind of. So we thought, okay, we are going to choose an English-speaking city, Toronto. And that's where we were until 4.5 years ago. And 4.5 years ago, we moved to St. Mary's. So we are fairly new.
Now, of all the places in the world, you could have put this gallery. You chose this house in this town. How did that come about?
This is another beautiful story, and it allows me to use one of my 2 favorite words in the English language. One is scrumptious, and the other one is serendipity. So it was serendipity, but it's a great story, so if I may, I'm going to say it. So in 2017, we started to look for a house in Stratford, not in St. Mary's. We felt it's the cultural capital of Canada. It will be a great place to have a gallery. We started to look. We couldn't find anything except bed and breakfast, and I think you all know bed and breakfast, lots of rooms, lots of bathrooms. It would have been a nightmare for us. So we were disappointed. I was doing the training in Stratford, and at the end of the training, I was talking about our challenge, and one lady there from St. Mary's said, "Why is everybody wanting to move to Stratford? What about St. Mary's?" And I said, "No offense," and I'm saying here no offense to all the St. Marians, because I am now a St. Marian. No offense, I've never heard of St. Mary's. So she said, "You have a car? Go in the car is 15 minutes. In Toronto, 15 minutes is 3/4 of an hour," so I was kind of dubious, but I said, "Hey, let's try it." We came, we took Queen Street, and in Toronto we lived on King Street. So Florence saw King Street, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna do a left and go on King Street." And at the corner of King and Jones, it was this big for sale sign in the house that's now Art of Ideas. We got out of our cars, it was closed, we looked at it, and we both said, "This will be the house of our dreams. It's the most beautiful house. If inside is how it's outside, this will be it." But we cannot afford it. Forget it. We were thinking Toronto prices. So I luckily went realtor.ca when I got home. I've seen the price. I said, "We need to sell our apartment. We can put a good down payment." Florian didn't want to sell his apartment. When he saw the price, he said, "We are selling the apartment." So, hey, things changed very quickly. We came, we saw the house, fell in love with the house in 3/4 of an hour. We put down an offer, had the worst night of our life in a B&B in Stratford. Beautiful B&B, but we didn't sleep a wink. 10 o'clock, the phone rang, your offer was accepted, and this is how we got to St. Mary's. That's the house in St. Mary's, and to us it's perfect.
You know that we own a B&B.
I know, I do know.
Okay. How would you describe Florin's art?
Okay, how many hours or days do we
We have
have?
about 2 minutes, if that. So, but it's big. We tried to get a piece here, and she said, "There's no way we can bring a piece here. It's just too big." So.
And heavy. It's die bond or heavy panels, no.
Yeah.
But, well, in a nutshell, what people who visited the gallery to date said is mind-boggling and stunning. So I'm going to use that so I don't look like I'm biased. But in a nutshell, he is a storyteller visually, and every one of his series tells a story, and the story is the story of our civilization, who we are as humans, what we've done. And for many of his paintings, he uses ships as metaphors for that. So it's a blend of science and art done in a very unique way. He loves quantum physics, he loves deep space, so it's all a combination of that, but done in a very classical way. So if you love Renaissance painting, if you love classical art, that's his style. But the subjects are very, very modern. So.
Okay, fantastic. What did you have to do to the property to get it to be an art gallery then? Is there space for you to live in it?
Yes, we live in the servants' quarters, which is the small, tiny place with the very small stairs. But we haven't had to do much, and I think it's because everybody who owned this house before us really loved this house. So there's hardly anything that was bad. Nobody painted wood, nobody destroyed anything. So we were lucky that way. We need to maintain. It's hard work. I think everybody here who has a house knows it's work all the time. And that's what we are discovering, people coming from a condo in Toronto where other people were doing work from us. That's not the case anymore. But hardly anything.
Good response so far?
Very good response. We have people from all over the world. We had people from Scotland today,
Wow.
from Florida. We had people from Missouri, from Georgia. The Georgian person could not deal with our heat, if you can believe that.
You mean Georgia?
Georgia, USA.
Okay,
Georgia,
thank you.
As well as Niagara-on-the-Lake, Stratford, of course, the closest, London, and so on.
And I know a lot of local people have been through as well.
For sure, and they bring their friends who come from Australia or the UK or wherever they come from. So I think it.
What's the long-term plan for the gallery then?
I'm going to give you the midterm because the long term is very long, but the midterm is that this is one of the unique attractions in St. Mary's that will make St. Mary's a place where people will want to come. So we have the Splash, we have amazing bakeries. I have to plug bakeries because I love sweets. We have, I don't know, we know what we have. It's a unique little town. But I think we now have 2 galleries, like the Station Gallery, which is lovely, and then this new gallery museum. So hopefully more people will come attracted by different things.
So if I want to visit the gallery, how do I do it?
Everything has to be booked online. You go to www.artofideasgallery.com, and then you can book whatever day and time. We are open just Saturdays and Sundays, and we have 2 tours each of the Saturday and Sunday. They're very small tours, 10 people at the most, because we want people to really have a good experience. We want them to be able to engage with us. You get to hear a presentation from the artist that is mind-boggling. And it's a beautiful, beautiful historical home to see.
And what's the cost?
The cost is $20, and it includes all the Eventbrite charges and taxes and whatever else they add.
Yeah, and the beautiful house as well. The house itself is worth seeing. We went through it on Open Doors once and really enjoyed it.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So thank you for coming in, Elena, and informing us about the Art of Ideas Gallery. Okay.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so we now go over to Chris Campbell. He's going to do a little commercial for us.
Hi, Chef Chris Campbell here from Campbell's Catering. Yeah. So you guys know about the 12 Trees of Christmas we do every year. So in 2020, because of COVID, we weren't really able to do our last tray. So this Tuesday, coming Tuesday, we are doing Free Taco Tuesday at the United Church, just around the corner from here. Come on by, bring a food donation, and have some free tacos. And it just so happens I have a few here for the boys to try out.
What? Wow! What?
I'll need you to-
You want a taco song?
You want a tackle song?
Oh, let's go tacos. Oh my goodness.
Campbell's Tacos. Ooh, they're good. Campbell's Tacos. They sure look good. Me, mama. Oh, they should. Campbell's Tacos sure taste good.
Okay, do I get one? Johnny's not part of this? No. Okay.
I'm in Mexico.
Oh, just a minute.
It's great.
Maybe. I've been to Mexico many
I
times.
did one's a jerk pork taco, and the other one's a pulled beef
Who
taco.
got the jerk one?
Yes. I can't even
I
get
think we both got it.
Oh, you both got one of each.
One of each. See
I
it?
gave you one of
I
each.
gotta eat this one.
Piano player's not dexterous enough to hold a taco.
Okay,
All right,
Definitely a little messy, but
Together,
actually,
together.
it always tastes better when it's messy.
together. Here we go.
Here we go.
So yeah, this Tuesday, July 19th, come out to the St. Mary's United Church between 4 and 6 p.m. Line up, donate, bring some of your food donations. We got a pickup truck there that will be filling up, and we'll see you there. Come have some free tacos. Cheers.
Campbell's tacos, oh, they're good. Campbell's tacos, they sure feel good. Me or Mayo, or they should. Campbell's tacos sure taste good. Yeah. Wow. You guys try one of those, man. Wow.
Okay. I don't know if I need an introduction for you. Everybody in town seems to know him, but in fact, this is for our international crowd.
Yes.
That the people, all over the world, they don't know you yet.
No, not yet.
No. So we get the microphone. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
There goes my
There goes
script.
their notes. What are
There's
you
one
gonna
of my
do?
notes. First time we've ever had wind. Well, no, we sometimes had wind, but not that.
That wind is mischievous.
Okay. He's affectionately known as Sporty, but he's also known for putting his heart into everything he does. Right? How about the applause for that?
Thank you. Thank you.
Here he is, one of the stars of the Kinsman Club member and in charge of Summerfest, Chris Swartout.
Thank you. Thank you.
First question. Does anybody in this town hate you? I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
No,
There might be, like,
you're so
one
lovable.
person. Yeah, thank you.
What's the secret?
Just be overweight and lovable.
Okay. I must be really lovable.
I know, right?
People hate me.
Oh, come on, John. People love you. All right, am I right? You love John.
So let's get into Summerfest. It's been a heck of a week. What makes this one so special?
Well, Summerfest, we haven't been able to do it since 2019. So we're really hurting in the financial side of things, but we want to give back to our community. All the money raised at Summerfest goes back into St. Mary's. So if you're thinking the rides are too expensive, the entrance fee's too expensive, the beer's too expensive, just remember, you are contributing to St. Mary's.
I've not heard anybody ever complain about Summerfest and the beer.
No, exactly. It's cold and it's refreshing, right?
I'm not a beer drinker. But there you go. You have cider?
We don't have cider this year. We're
Oh.
dialing back. It's all
Okay.
we got to be financially responsible, Joe.
Okay. What are the dates and times?
So it's July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're open.
That's next week.
Yeah, it is next week. That's right. So we're open until 1 a.m. at the refreshment tent. The carnival opens at 4 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and 11 a.m. on Saturday. We also open at 11 a.m. on Saturday at the refreshment tent. So
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. So you have a special concert, am I correct?
we do, and it's for Cindy's Law. So fire extinguisher in every vehicle in Ontario mandatory.
Now, many people have no idea what Cindy's Law is about. Tell
Yes.
us about it.
Well, it's a really sad story. Cindy was going to work from London to St. Thomas, and she was in an accident. She was fine, and so she was trapped, but she burns up in the car. And Bob Reed was there from Bob Notches, and he watched her pass away. He watched her perish.
Right.
So,
So not a happy story.
no, it's not a happy story. And basically, we got behind this because we want to have a fire extinguisher in every vehicle
Right.
in Ontario, if not Canada, if not worldwide. But we got to think, gradually, right?
Yeah, so start local.
It's an ongoing initiative from the St. Mary's Kinsman Club, as well as the fire halls in Ontario and the family from Cindy. So,
Yeah. I think you deserve a lot of credit for
Yeah.
that. That's
So,
great.
yeah.
Great. Now, new company at the Midway, right?
Yes, it's Cope Amusements, and now many people might notice that they're not online. They're a family-owned operation. They're very small. They're actually like a vintage kind of midway almost.
Okay.
So you got your Ferris wheel, or not your Ferris wheel, but your
Merry-go-round.
merry-go-round. You got all those kind of rides, and it's just a lot of fun for kids and families. So.
And what do you have for food coming in?
We got their candy trailer, so you got candy floss and the candy itself.
Right.
And you also have it's Sunset Diner, Sunset Shack.
Right.
So they're going to be in the tent from later on in the evening till close till 1 a.m. They're going to be providing food for us.
Okay.
So.
Now we've got the Midway. How do I get tickets for all this?
Well, we got Dunny Source of Sports. They have limited amounts available. We also have Snappy Turtle Coffee Roasters, and we also have Joe's Diner, St. Mary's. So
basically, you have to get out there pretty soon.
you got to get out there sooner than later because they're selling out. Dunny's already sold out, but we gave them more tickets. But we don't have any more tickets after this. So what you see is what you get. Get out there and get the tickets, $25 each, and you're good to go.
Great. So what we have here is one. Give us a recap of what we need to know about the Kinsman Summerfest.
St. Mary's Kinsman Summerfest, we actually raise money for the town. So anything that happens at Summerfest goes back into the town, back into minor sports, back into the PRC, back into the hospital, back into everything that you love. And also, we're sponsored by Quadro Communications. So they're local just like you, and it's just a community effort, really.
Okay, well, Chris, I'd really like to thank you for joining us today. What's happening
Thank
here?
you.
We have a special guest here. We have a special guest coming in. Okay, there we go.
Oh, shite.
What's up, Front Porch Show?
Oh, no.
Now, for those of you who've been watching this show for a while, you'll remember years ago, Swarty and I came on to do a commercial to promote Summerfest. And so, yeah, one person.
One person remembers
How
this.
could we forget?
And so, Swarty's artistic vision was to have two nerdy guys rap, and somehow that was supposed to promote the event. So he called himself DJ Cold Beer, and he called me DJ Cotton Candy. What resulted was the worst commercial in Front Porch Show history. It'll never be topped. Despite that, every year, sometimes twice a year, Swarty will post on his feed a picture of it. And anytime there's a Kinsman event coming up, like a parade, he'll say, "We should go as DJ Cotton Candy, DJ Cold Beer." And I said, "It's a great idea if you want to scare children." But, so...
Friends to kill me.
That's right, every time. So because of that, I'm retiring from Kinsman this year after Summerfest, after 10 years. Swarty's going to be the next president. Yay! Swarty's going on again as the president in the fall, so I am here one last time as DJ Cotton Candy
Oh my God.
to serenade you, audience of one.
Woohoo! I was not aware of this. Oh, he's got a guitar.
I literally had to hide in the porta-john while you were walking in your chair. Anyway, so good news, I'm not going to rap.
Did you leave his phone number in there?
For a good time call.
Who's already in there?
Anyway,
That was me.
so good news, I'm not going to do any rapping because I've gotten granola. All right, this one's for you, DJ Colby.
Love you.
That should probably be
Oh,
closer.
there you go.
There we go. Oop, well, hang on.
Sounds like a sea should be in here.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you what I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're trying to say it deep inside. We both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me I'm feeling. Don't tell me you're too blind to see. They're gonna give you up, they're gonna let you down. They're gonna run around and desert you. They're gonna make you cry, they're gonna say goodbye. They're gonna tell a lie that hurt you. Goodbye, singers!
Rob is laughing. He and I have a private joke. Joseph, you know the private joke. If people were applauding, right? I somehow don't have the same rhythm as other people.
He just he's like the poker.
Okay, so Chris, what can we say?
Nothing.
Nothing. Thanks for coming in today. Okay.
Summerfest.
Yes. See you at Summerfest. Okay, Frank, over to you.
Swarty's kinda shorty, kinda shorty is snorty in the bory. Nice hand for Swarty and Andrew, our local funeral director. It's funny, you know, because I kind of meet this guy, Andrew, on the street the odd time. I say, Andrew, how you doing? He said, don't worry, Frank, you're getting older, right? I said, yeah. He said, I'll make you look good.
And he's never let you down.
He's
right?
never let me down. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce one of the newest musical members of St. Mary's, Ontario. I had the great pleasure of meeting this lady a few weeks ago on John Stevens' Porch, which is on Robinson Avenue, which is a great place where the Front Porch Show first started. But, you know, I got to meet so many people over the years and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I meet this beautiful lady, and her name is Kelly Baker. Now, do you use your middle name too, Kelly?
I don't, just on Facebook so that all my past life people can find me.
So
it's just Kelly Baker.
People know you as Kelly
My
Baker?
maiden name was McGuire, but I'm just good old Kelly Baker.
And Kelly and her husband, Keith, have been here for a little over a year?
Not quite, almost a year. September will be 1 year.
Almost a year. Now, what brought you to St. Mary's, Kelly?
I took a job transfer to come here. I work in mental health, child and youth mental health.
Well, you're in the right spot.
Which goes right with singing. It's a really good segue to singing. But I had an opportunity for a fantastic job. So I work in Woodstock and St. Thomas. And we lived in the country in Caledon, so we were on the Credit River instead of the Thames, and we were determined to find somewhere where we could still haul our kayaks and drop a line in the water and just have fun, and this place has just blown us away.
How about a nice hand for Kelly? She's the newest member of our musical family here in St. Mary's. We had an opportunity just to get together to talk a little bit before the show and just run over a couple of tunes that perhaps we could do. So you ready to do the first one? And, it's a beautiful Louis Armstrong song. And, Kelly said, why don't you know any female songs? Well, I don't know a lot of female songs. My boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in. No. But Kelly decided on a couple songs, and I'm so happy to be able to just do the background here. So, ladies and gentlemen, Miss is Kelly Baker.
Thanks, Frank. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I've watched them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful
Such a welcome addition to our musical family. You know, a lot of people that are watching this show from all different parts of the world sometimes. You know, St. Mary's, Ontario is definitely the town worth living in if you can afford it. And the whole deal is that, you know, there's so much talent between St. Mary's and you know, let's say Stratford, Ontario. So I can see you, would you take a lead or a background into any musicals that, would you audition for something like that?
Yeah, I've done a lot of music theater, community theater, because I have a full-time job that has to pay the bills. So music's just a hobby for me, and I was blessed with a natural gift from my mom.
Yes.
And my girls have it, our girls. My husband always says, they're mine too. They are his too.
Yeah.
And I just get such joy of using this talent and meeting. I said to Frank, hats off to him, the best accompanist I've honestly ever played with. Yeah. Woo! So yes, I've played Glinda.
Yes.
I played Glinda the Good Witch. And lots of other phenomenal opportunities in community theater, but just not something I've done for a living.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, I think, you know, with the kind of shows that are coming back. But you also sing with the Stonetown.
I do, the Stonetown Carolers. So you might have seen us this Christmas, because two of us, the soprano, I'm the alto. So the soprano and myself are new to St. Thomas, oh my goodness, are new to St. Mary's. I work in St. Thomas. So we had an a cappella quartet that you might have seen through the Christmas season and giving back whatever the date was in December, 3 or 4 different gigs, and we performed at the gallery at the train station, and for no money, just because we love it, and the other folks I sang with are 10 times more talented than I am. I'm just honored. One played Valjean in Les Mis. Let's just put it out there. So it's a great group. But so we were walking around St. Mary's in Victorian costumes and top hats and tails and big gowns, and just it's such a great place to do that kind of performing.
Well, you know something. You guys want to hear one more song? So, you want to hear one more song? Well, you know, again, Kelly and I basically just met, and we met on, again, John Stevens and Marie Stevens' Porch, and I was playing the guitar, and Kelly was singing a bunch of songs, and we were all having a great time. So, we decided to do this song from Frank Sinatra, only because
another well-known female song.
Francine Sinatra. But anyway, it's a great song called "Fly Me to the Moon." It's been one of my favorites. So it'd be really great once they get into the groove. When we get into the groove, is to clap along a little bit, okay? Because clapping is good for you. It gets rid of the mosquitoes. It's like all over the place. Have some fun.
And it's good for us because then we know you're listening.
You ready, baby?
I'm ready. Take
me
me out of
an
here,
intro
buddy.
here.
We're on a trip. Fly me to the moon.
Shake it, baby.
Let me play among the stars.
Clap along.
Let me see what life is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, everything that I adore. In other words, hold me true. In other words, I love you.
All right, let's hear the hand clapping. Here we go. We're having a party, man.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what summer's like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
I will.
Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, everything that I adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you.
Nice hand for Kelly Baker, newest member of our St. Mary's musical family. Thank you, Kelly. God bless you, baby.
All right, I think you must have an obsession with the Sinatras there, Frank. I understand that if Kelly can do Frank.
I know,
yeah,
these boots are made.
I don't think you're quite dressed for it tonight.
Yeah,
but
well,
I really think we got to see that on the front porch.
We should,
show.
we should ask Rob Ebney. Rob sitting down there. He was as female as I was that night.
Well, it's all okay these days, I guess.
Okay.
Hey, whatever swings.
I must say, this has probably been one of the most fun shows that we've ever had. A lot of good laughs, a lot of good talent, a lot of good entertainment. Yes, and a lot of good food. Yes, by Chris Campbell, don't forget. Coming out for that. So anyways, we've got a few thank yous. One, I'd like my wife Marie to come up here. Come up here, Marie. Quickly.
You never told me you were married to this guy.
Yeah.
You've been wasting your time, haven't you?
This woman participated in a golf tournament yesterday, and she and her partner won.
Yeah.
Called a Gowan Bray, and I have no idea what that means, but she won.
Sounds pretty Scottish to me.
There we go. So there we go. Also, I'm gonna say happy birthday to Isaac, right, Marie? Yes. Yes, I gained husband points for doing that. You all know what husband points are, right? It's all a game, and you win points and you lose
You're
points.
still in negative numbers, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I got a way to go, but still, I gained some points there. Ding, 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 ding. So thank you to Patrick Jackson from Super Splash.
Right.
And don't forget, he's going to give out some free passes
All right.
at the end of the show, so line up for them. Elena Dumitru, drop around her Art of Ideas Gallery. Chris Squatter, next weekend, Christmas Summerfest. And don't forget Chris Campbell, the 12th tray of Christmas Tuesday, right?
Tuesday tacos.
4 to 6 in the United Church parking lot. And if you don't know where the United Church parking lot is, you need to go to church.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother. And
Especially
so,
after this
again,
show.
finally, I'd like to thank Kelly Baker for coming in and entertaining us. And
Come on up and join us, Kelly. We got to do the closing song.
And we have to do, thank always the town of St. Mary's. They help us with the audio equipment, all sorts of things. I get great support for the Front Porch Show. And Rotary, we're still using that Rotary iPad that they let us use for years ago. But please invite your friends next week. We're going to have, again, good weather. Okay? Frank, take us home.
I was born in Ontario, a place to stand, a place to grow. From Pickle Lake to Point Pelee, there's no place I'd rather be than my hometown they call Stone Town. Prettiest town for miles around, where little false laugh, people share smiles, treat you like family. You guys know this? Here we go. Home, St. Mary, home to me. Home, St. Mary, home to me. I can't count the times I've been amazed, how I've been blessed, how God is great, how I was led to this special place. It's quite a mystery, where anyone can be your friend, and farmers' fields, they never end. Through it all flows the mighty Thames. What a sight to see. You guys ready? Here we go. Home, St. Mary, home to me. Oh, home, St. Mary, home to me. Left behind me many miles on old highways, on dusty trails. When times got rough, when all else failed, I knew where I should be. Back in my hometown they call Stone Town, prettiest town for miles around. Little false laugh, people share smiles, as strong as stone can be. Here we go. Home, St. Mary, home to me. It's my home, St. Mary's home to me. Sing it out now. Home, St. Mary's home to me. It's my home, St. Mary's home to me. Little clap along. St. Mary's home to me. It's my home, St. Mary's home to me. One more. Home, St. Mary's home to me. It's my home, St. Mary's home
me. Oh, St. Mary, St. Mary, home to me. Oh, St. Mary's home to me. And it's my home, St. Mary. St. Mary's home to me. It's my home, St. Mary. St. Mary is home to all of you. We're so lucky. And me. Thank you for coming to the Front Porch Show. Front Porch Show, St. Mary's, Ontario.